Good afternoon, we're here with Jamie Thomas from the Modbury Football Club. He's the president of the Modbury Football Club. And they're straight into Division 1, so well done, first of all, Jamie, well done.
Yeah, thanks, Luke. Look, we, I guess that's been a goal when we sat down a few years ago and got a new coach. We decided to set some goals, a 5-year plan, and we're probably well ahead of that at the moment.
And what sort of influences Nathan had on the playing group?
Look, his professionalism when it comes to game day, his knowledge on other teams, his setups, training. It's just another level that we have always expected, but he expects that out of the players, and they meet that for him at the moment, so it's good.
So he's been able to deliver those extra levels of professionalism that just needed to take that extra step.
Absolutely. He looks at things differently, but when he set the goals on being a Div 1 club, he often mentions about this is what you need to do to be a Division 1 club, and he puts that back on the players. Training, it starts with training early in November, and he sets that early, so it's good.
Is that previously, when did they start?
No, look, we've probably always started around October, November, but it's probably been that intensity has not been met, and it's been. But you show the numbers. We got the 18s, the 16 kids, the A's, B's, the blokes, down in the thirds and fourths, come out and train because they enjoy training. It's not a chore. It's a bit of fun. It's hard work, but the rewards are like this weekend. Or last weekend just gone. The ones are in the grand final. The twos are playing off to get in the grand final. The threes are in the grand final. So it's a good mix so far.
I've seen you in trial matches the last couple of years, and so it wasn't lost on me how good you were going to be. In fact, I wrote this year that you were my certainty. I did that before the season of being a premiership side. That's how confident I was. So I actually thought you were a very, very good side. So.
Thank you, firstly, but that's a big expectation. Look, Saturday we were nervous because we went in 17-1. And unless we won on Saturday, it probably wasn't going to mean too much to anyone, but it meant a lot to us as a club. And not this weekend, but next weekend, it's for the players and everyone to really enjoy, and hopefully the boys can do the job there and then.
Yeah, the second semis are for the club because that gets them into Division 1, and next week is all about the players and the staff and whatever. And how did Saturday pan out?
We were nervous. It was a pretty big breeze. Both teams kicked 6 goals with it in the first and second quarters, and that breeze sort of swirled around a lot in the third and fourth quarters. But going into the last quarter, it was probably anyone's game, and the boys really dug in, and some class really shone out through the group in that instance because they didn't fall away. They dug in, did the job, and worked real hard.
Throughout the year, having spoken to Nathan, it seemed like you often dug deep in that last quarter to win. Where you just did enough to win all the time. Would you agree with that? Or
I've heard good teams win. They just win.
Find a way.
You're exactly right. They find a way to win, and that's been their motto. And some of the games have gone their way, for 4 quarters and stuff like that. But you've got to give credit to the opposition. At the moment we're the hunted, and they're going to probably lift, and you don't expect anything less from any of those Div 2 teams. So really. They have the same goal, so we've got to expect that, and to the boys' credit, like I said on the weekend, that last quarter was sensational.
And you saw the results of the other game with Sacred Heart beating Foss Camden. Did you think that was the likely outcome?
Personally, I thought Sacred Heart were excellent all year, and Foss have made a run at it at the right time, and did we think it was going to be that close? No. But to Foster's credit, they've come up and they've won the games they needed to win and made the 5, and probably pretty unlucky just to have met Sacred Heart on that day. And Sacred Heart are shown that they're a good side and won when they have to. So the game coming up this weekend will be great. So.
Yeah, it was a good effort from Simon Quinn and the lads from Foss coming up from Division 3.
Absolutely.
Now, this week we've got the Trevor Hill coached St Peter's Old Collegians against Adam Marling's Sacred Heart.
Yep.
What's your tip and how do you think it'll play out?
St Peter's have come good at the right time, and Sacred Heart, they're finding how to win. I would be nervous to play either team, so I'm not going to. I believe Sacred Heart were the best team all year. St Peter's have come good at the right time, and their efforts on the weekend were excellent. Some of their good players played real well, but Luke Bunn for Sacred Heart is an absolute gun. I've seen him just dominate some games, and Christian Calabrese running around for St Peter's is a class act. He's a very good footballer, and he lifted when they needed to lift on the weekend too. So they've got many other names. It's really going to be dependent on where they play, and at this stage it looks like St Peter's, which will be an advantage.
You've got Big Jordan Lockwood. He would be up against Lockie Button in the ruck, so that's going to be pivotal.
It is, but I think where Sacred Heart need him is to kick goals. I think that's where he's been outstanding for them. So that's their call. But I know from watching him when the ball gets sent to him, he gets it and he kicks the goals. So that'll be up to them. But I think. On the weekend, Benno was great in the ruck. He gave some of our long ballers, and once again he lifted. And he was sweating at the end of the game. Gave all his all, and that's all we can ask.
Yeah, he's a tremendous ruckman, and you got some good outside players with Matt Fogden and people like that. Very good side. So all the best for a fortnight's time, and thank you very much for your time.
Thanks.